Everybody, this is Mike Nasty. This is Fat Man 16. This is Raven style. You see my pajamas, my Ravens pajamas. You see my number 55, Terrell Suggs. We got a big game here against the Chiefs. This is Fat Man 16. You view it, you view it. You don't. Fat Man Mike Nasty. Here we go with my intro. You know what I like. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, but we got lifestyles of the rich and famous. That's lifestyles of the rich and famous. Start off, we're going to do some warm off. We're going to do some knee twists. It's a knee twist, not a knee strike. It's a twist to the knee. Twist and the knee. Twist and the knee. Twist, knee.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us.
Little stretches, getting your thighs and your quads stretched out here. Feel that stretch. My old self does. Good stretch. That's a good stretch there. That was a side stretch. Now we're going to do a jackknife on a Swiss ball. Swiss ball. Feet up on the Swiss ball. We're going to do a jackknife. Then try and do 10 of them.
My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the
That was 10 Swiss ball jackknives.
when you laugh at me.
Now we're going to do another side lift. I might have to put my hands on the ground, but what you do, leg out, like this, and you lift. And you lift. And you lift. And you lift. You feel it in your hip. Right in there. In the hip joint, right there. You're going to feel a nice lift. Always good to work on your hips for your mobility, even at an old age. Even if you're not an athlete, you still work on the hip muscles to keep them strong. Don't let them deteriorate on you. I can feel it right there, boy. That's 6. So you still should work your hips and everything, even if you're not an athlete. But if you want to work out, you want to do stretches and different things for your muscles. to keep them active. So that's why we try to hit different muscle groups every time. Keep them active. Now we're going to do shoulder presses. We're going to move over here to the doorway. We're going to have to change the angle of the camera. And we're going to do shoulder presses. Shoulder presses. These things are great. If you don't want to go to the gym, this is about 50 pounds of pressure on these resistance bands. If you don't go to the gym, you can buy these for 25 bucks. They give you 3 different resistance. You add them together, that's about 50 pounds of pressure. I just did shoulder presses. Activating my shoulders now. Now we're going to do the next exercise. We're going to do back fly, chest fly. Now we're going into a chest press. So it's right here, right back, chest press. 1 foot forward, press. 1. Chest press. Now mini dance break. Mini dance break. Now cutting off. First quote today. First quote. You're better off not giving the small things more time than they deserve. So what that means is, it's a 3-second rule. In sports, we call it 3 seconds. You only think about it for 3 seconds, then you move on. In life, you don't worry about the small things. You try to make a difference by not making the mistake again. So you try not to repeat the same mistakes. If you got incarcerated once, you try not to do it the second time. That's what I mean. You don't make those same mistakes. You try not to make them over and over. So we have you're better off not giving the small things more time than they deserve. So, small stuff, don't fret over. Don't make a big deal about it. Don't get yourself in the dumps because of something that that you had an issue with. Don't think about it. Roll on to something else. Make it better. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you. Just don't make that mistake again. That's what you do. That's part 1. That's part 1. Here we go. Now we're back into stretching the shoulders like a bow and arrow. Five on each side. Same thing. lunge, and then a curl.
Today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words
That was a lunge with the curl.
Now we're here.
He's resisting. It's a squat with resistance. Now we're going to do some. Wide chest flies. Chest flies. Nutrition fact. Breakfast. You have oatmeal, bananas, 4 egg whites, and 1 hard-boiled egg. For a snack, you get cottage cheese and fruit. Tuna fish for lunch and a protein shake. For dinner, you get grilled pork, brown rice, mixed veggies, and a cup of green tea. My nutrition facts are based off of fruits, vegetables, lean meat, and dairy. So everything in there, your oatmeal, your bananas, your egg whites is your protein, your tuna fish, a protein shake, your white meat is grilled pork. So that's just things that you can look at. You don't have to, but that's just a fact. As you see, the fat man might not follow it all the way, but you know, I try. And that's your nutrition fact for the day. Now, my next quote is, you have the power over your mind not to let outside events realize this, and you will find strength. So you don't let the outside events take place of what you're doing. Your mind is what you can control, what's in your mind. You can't control what goes on outside. You can't control what politics are going to do to you, but you can control what your mind does. So you can control sitting on the couch. You can get up because you can control that. You know, you don't always have to sit on the couch. You can control getting yourself better, doing the things that you want to do to make it better. You know, that's what you can control. You can control your mind. You can't control what people are doing out there. You can't control what the life is out there, the crazy stuff. But you can control what's in your mind. You can settle to be what you want to be, or you can go ahead and make your goals and go out and do stuff and get better at doing them. You know, that's what you can do. That was my second quote for today. So, right now, this is the time that I do. You know, I call this Tabatas. We do 30 seconds of exercise, 30 seconds of rest. This usually kills me. I usually have to get my inhaler because by the time I get through my second round, I'm dying. But
here we go with welcome to Tabata. Here we go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Jumping lunges. You know I'm going to be dying after these. Gotta tie my shoes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Light little jumps.
Round 2.
Here comes the heavy breathing. It's gonna be puff puff time.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stand them out.
Round 3. 3, 2, 1, stop!
Second round.
3, 2, 1, go! Round 4.
My legs are feeling like lead.
4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Halfway.
Halfway. Mike Nasty's dying. Crawling at the knees.
3,
I need puff puff time.
1, go! Round
Light little jumps. Almost done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Round 6.
Tabata time. That was round 2. That was Tabata. Round 2. Things. I choose, it says. I choose self-esteem, not self-pity. What's that mean? Self-esteem means that you're aware of yourself, that you have high values. You're not worried about what people think about you. You don't go hiding in areas. You don't go hiding from people because your friend's not there. You don't have anybody around. Your esteem is high. You don't care what's around you. You just do what you do because you know better. You're not worried about what people think. You're worried about what you do, not worried about what people think. That's self-esteem. That's awareness of yourself. That's being able to adapt. You know, that's what you choose to do. I choose to listen to my voice, my inner voice. I choose to listen to me. If I know something's bad, I've learned in my years. You know, when I was young, I might have followed. Now, that when you get older, you start listening to your mind, your inner voice. You start listening to see. By now, you should have morals and know what's right and wrong when you're there. If not, you should start by getting what's right, what's wrong, and knowing what you should be doing and should not do. No. Listen to your inner voice at times. In your heart, you'll know if it's right or wrong. I've had situations as an adult with my children where I told them, listen to your inner feelings. If your stomach is rumbling and you're nervous, that means you're not right. That's not the thing to do. You know, you choose to listen to your inner voice and not to random opinions of others. That was the other part of it. So you listen to yourself, not what someone else tells you to do. Don't be a follower. Lead yourself. That's it. That's my third quote for you. And now we're getting into what I call the ding ding time, which is round 3. We're going to do a little bit of boxing here with the ding ding time. Ding ding time. This is ding ding time, Raven style. Getting a little bit of sweat. Weight the gloves. Working my upper body. The resistance pulling me back. While I'm jabbing. And the cross. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Hope this thing don't break. That's how it's gonna get in your face. There we go. Alright. That's ding ding time. That's round 3. That's Fat Man 16. We got it in the books. Fat Man 16. In the books here. Ding ding time. We did our nutrition facts. We had a short dance break. We did some band work, TRXing. We did ding ding with Mike Nasty. 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Then we did Tabata time. And I really didn't have to puff puff. So, the Fat Man's still fat. 16 just rolled out. We'll have this edited up. We'll bring it to you when you're ready. You view this, you view this. You don't, you don't. Mike Nasty, Fat Man, Raven style. Let's go get him. Lamar Jackson in the house. He's going to take us down to Kansas City and see what we can do against the high-powered offense. But this is Raven style. Terrell Suggs, Mike Nasty, Fat Man. You view me, you view me. You don't, you don't. This is the Fat Man rolling through on a Thursday. Fat Man Mike Nasty. See ya, Fat